let's get down to business, all right? Ron DeSantis couldn't beat Trump ever. Not in this cycle, not in this iteration, unless something happened, God forbid, to Trump, but it ain't going to happen. He doesn't have it. America has been spoiled to an extent by virtue of Trump, and he doesn't have it. But good for him. Let me just say, there's a lot of Americans who will say, whoever the Republican nominee is, they're voting for that person. Whoever the Republican nominee is, Rula Lenska, Emmanuel Lewis, TV's Webster, it doesn't matter. That's whom they will vote for. But DeSantis, we'll talk about that. But first, please like this video. I know you hate to hear this prefatory statement, but it's true. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Please hit that little bell and notification so you'll be aware of new videos and live streams and the like. Please, I ask you. That's all. And also want to say a special thanks to our sponsor, MyPillow.com. MyPillow.com. Listen, I'm not going to beat you over the head with it. It makes sense. The best pillows, hence the name, blankets, duvets, covers, spreads, you name it, and slippers. The place is MyPillow.com. And if you go to MyPillow.com/Lionel or MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel, you will get a free gift. I know what you're saying. A free gift. Gifts are free. It's tautological. I'm sorry. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. MyPillow.com, promo code Lionel. You will love their products. Let's get on to last night. Now, look, I think it was adventurous of DeSantis and whatever his name is, Elon, to try something different. Not the best. To me, it was like the worst Zoom call ever without a picture. It's horrible. But what was horrible then sometimes has a certain degree of cachet to it by virtue of its originality, its coolness, that sort of thing. So irrespective of what you might think, in terms of the quality or whatever, I'm telling you that, believe it or not, there was something to be said for that. There was something to be said for that. But Ron DeSantis doesn't have it. But here's the issue right now. The ecosystem has changed drastically. First of all, goodbye. Heritage, pathetic, awful, terrible, decrepit, otiose, concretized, mothballed, cobwebbed Fox News. The worst. The absolute hoary, Hoary, this anachronistic vestige. For Ron DeSantis to go from this moment of history, to an evening with Dr. Death, Trey Gowdy. Yes, ma'am. Are you kidding me? This is amateurism that there is no excuse for that. This is beyond anything I've ever even seen or even thought is remotely possible. This is demented. Demented, I say to you. Trey Gowdy? The whole Fox News thing, we'll talk about that later. That's a different story. But Trump will be hoisted by his own petulant, juvenescent petard. He acts like a child. He should just ignore Ron DeSantis. Or kind of like say, oh, bless his heart, as we say in the South. Bless his heart. Oh, Ron DeSantis, he means well. He's doing the best he can. What do you want him to do? Come on. He's trying. But I was here first, and you know and you love me. But here is the thing. You ready for this? And I don't know if anybody wants to hear this, but I'm going to tell you this. Trump will never be the president again. Never. Ever. And the reason for that is simple. He will not be allowed to. He will not be permitted. He will not be allowed either by the voters, by happenstance, and I'll just leave it at that. And if you were to be one of the legions of lawyers who dared to represent Trump, wait for the 65 Project to move in and basically come after you with pitchforks and torches, claiming that you're some kind of an election denier, some kind of a lunatic, and that you should be censured and censored and rebuked and penalized. And that you might risk losing your ticket, your bar ticket, because you're promoting this. Anytime Trump were to ever challenge any election again, he will be called again, here we go again, there he goes, even if what he's saying makes complete and total sense. What DeSantis did say was at least something concrete. He did reference Joe Biden, he did whatever. He wasted so much time. Ron DeSantis does not have an exciting bone in his body. Now, everybody's got to find their thing. Obama wasn't exciting, but he was smooth. He was very, very polished, had a great delivery. Bill Clinton was incredible. George Bush had his own thing. Trump was the master. You will never see the likes of Trump again. I don't get it. But when he was at a rally, dear God, but his core fell over. His detractors despised him even more. And remember, Donald Trump is never going to be allowed to be president. He never could. He will never get any legislation through. He will never. Nothing will ever go his way. Nothing. It cannot. You don't understand that. You don't grasp it. Nothing will go his way. They can't let him win. He is the antithesis. He is the antipodal, the antipodal, the syzygy. He is no. This is it. And he still thinks it's 2016. He still thinks it's 2016. And the commentary today is so lame. But there's one person whose name you never hear. Bobby Kennedy Jr. Bobby Kennedy Jr., I could vote for him in a heartbeat. I know he's not perfect. I know he's got a lot of problems. But he shows an unmitigated, unparalleled courage that nobody's ever seen before. A sense of conviction, the likes of which we never even thought possible. It's incredible. It is incredible. This is going to be, 2024 is going to be the most fascinating race ever, for so many reasons. New issues, new people, and remember, Joe Biden cannot possibly be allowed to remain as a candidate. Joe Biden will not be allowed, cannot, physically, mentally, neurologically, he can't. He is not with it. Carmelita Harris gone. I'm telling you, Gavin Newsom, and we've been hearing Gretchen, what's her name? Whitmer. These names. Whatever. I still think Stacey Abrams is, though she might have hurt her name a little bit. But if you want African American, if you want she's smart, there's no doubt about it. Gretchen Whitmer's scary. Scary. And we don't need any more scary. You don't want your vice president to scare children, derail trains, and reroute carrier birds. That's all I'm saying. So listen, Ron DeSantis, your announcement was or meh, as they say. But interestingly enough, that may be true. But the trappings of the announcement were such that it was very, very interesting. The trappings, that which contained your subject, your message, that's a different story. So in any event, thank you so very much. Please like this video. Please subscribe. We need your metrics. It's true. I'm telling you right off the bat. Don't forget our dear friends at mypillow.com, promo code Lionel, and whatever you do, I beg, beseech, importune, ask, and request that you comment as you see fit.